You got them loaded up there. You got the headphones back in today.
Yes. It does make a difference.
I'm telling you, two things that makes a difference. One, you're less inclined to strain your voice because you can adjust the volume of the headphones so that you don't feel like you're trying to shout, because and probably because I've been wearing them for 30 years that I'm used to having them on. And I can understand why it's distracting when you're playing music. I'm so used to talking over music.
Yeah,
I think
it's weird. Like you
which
sound
is the
very
difference?
muted right now.
I do?
Yeah.
Could it
like
be
I'm
the
not
headphones?
hearing very
You're
well.
not? Okay. Well, maybe I've got the headphones down. Tell me where to stop. Is that good?
Yeah, I'll
One-
probably blow my ears out when you
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. Technical. Yeah. We're doing the technical. We're not having a meeting. We're having technical talk. Tech talk here to open the show.
Which anyone who knows me, I'm not a tech talk person.
No. By no means do you want to talk tech.
No.
Yeah. Because all you hear is dollar signs when I talk tech.
No, I don't even see that. I just see the back of my eyelids because it's so
Zone
boring to me.
out. All right. Okay, so summer is here and the wedding is done, and the next project on the list is
Gonna paint the house.
yeah.
Which is
we're
half
going
brick.
to paint the house, which is half brick, half asbestos shingle siding, and half whatever that hardy plank is. Not
That
hardy
would be
plank.
3 halves. That does not
There's-
work out.
Oh, that's right. So 2/3 thirds. 1/3 brick, 1/3 siding, new, 4 years old.
I know.
Wow. And anyway, we're going to take to another level here. So, what were you saying before we started?
Oh, I had talked to Bill at Sherwin-Williams. He's
Yeah.
ordering me the special paint. I mean,
Right.
we're painting the brick. We're painting it all.
So I guess we're going to hear, are we throwing it out there?
I know. I said when we tell people we're painting the brick, we might be opening ourselves up for some
Comments.
comments. Get people all riled
Get
up.
riled up, yeah.
Nah, we're gonna paint it. It's like it's not an ugly. It is. It's ugly brown, and then
It's
the
a
brick.
brown and brown brick, which it's kind of dull. The sound side is the primer tan
Yeah.
of the wood.
So we're gonna paint it navy, like a deep dark navy, and we're
Yes.
going to trim out in white. So, and we're gonna do it. It may be an entire 4-year process, but we're gonna do
We're
it.
going to do the UNC alternate color, the navy blue, not
The
the
navy.
Duke blue. By no means are we doing that shade.
We are doing the Granville High School blue.
Oh, is that
We
what
were
that
the
is?
blue aces.
Well, oh, yeah, I guess it is that blue. Okay.
There we go.
All
There we
right.
go. So anyway,
Yeah.
call Bill. He's gonna get us hooked up with the right kind of paint from Sherwin-Williams, and I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So gonna start on it.
All right. Yeah. Start on the front, work our way around.
Yep.
Do the easy part first. And-
I did like the sample on the side of the house, and
Yeah.
it took me really no time. I
Right.
used a sponge roller. So I mean, like in 15 minutes. Granted, I know
Oh.
I have to go back over it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that was perfect, but I mean, until I have to get up high, I don't think it's going to be
Well, and now we're going to be getting a sponge roller. We're going to get all our painting
foam roller. Yeah.
foam roller. All of our painting experts that listen are going to be screaming at their devices now. No, don't do. What are you doing? You've got a brush. You got, and then your mom's so worried about us up on ladders. Which
Yes.
that's the other challenge. Is it's the first true 2-story house we've ever lived in. Well, that we've. Yeah, no, I guess Skipper's was. Oh, I guess that's right. Actually, we've had several 2 stories.
Well, Skipper's wasn't 2 stories.
Well, it's
That
vinyl.
was a frog.
It was a frog. That's true. Story, yeah. And we couldn't paint the house in Augusta. So, and we could have on the canal, but we didn't. But I did do
Yeah.
Clark Griswold lights on it. And I did it on this house too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna the fronts and the sides we're not too worried about because but the sound side, the east side that faces Corolla, that one's gonna be. I don't know. There's more windows than it's. If you think about it, though, it's more windows than anything else. And maybe that would
but
be
it's
easier.
going to have to be taped and.
Yes, I know.
It's
And then
gonna
we
be-
got to do all the
I got to figure that
trim,
out.
and you want the trim window over here in front of us. So
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work, but we're up for the challenge.
right, It's like this may end up being like listening to paint dry. This segment, the cold open today.
That's right. That's right.
All right, let's start the show.
All right.
It's the Sam
And M.
podcast, episode number 25. Wow.
I know.
Next week will be halfway through a year of these, right?
That's crazy.
26. Yeah,
Yeah.
next week will be half a year. It's, of course, found Sam Walker, obxnews.com. On your favorite podcast apps, on YouTube, on Facebook. Make sure you're hitting that like. Make sure you're following us. Make sure you're subscribing, hitting the bell. Do all those things we say to do because you want to share as well. Share and share and share, more share. But the big thing is hitting that like thing really makes a difference to help the podcast grow,
Yes.
the audience grow. We want more people to know what's out here. Of course, give us those 5 stars reviews. We are sponsored by our corporate champion, Stateline-Powerwash.com, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Caribbean Pools and Spas, CoinJock Catering Company, and CMIT Solutions of the Outer Banks.
Yay.
Yay. All right. So, well, shout-outs. We'll start with some shout-outs today, as we always do. You got a couple over there, don't you?
You got to turn that thing. Thank you.
Again, okay. That's I did not put the fade on it. So, see, that was the whole thing we were talking about there. You don't like the headphones because you can't talk over the music.
I think it's distracting. And
It's
as
distracting
a
to
listener,
you?
It's a little distracting, too.
Is it? It's what you thought. Here's the thing. Because of the way we're having to do the podcast with the current equipment we have, TikTok, it sounds louder than it actually does in the podcast. It sounds louder in the headphones because of the way it feeds through. But when you listen to the final product, you'll like barely even know it's there. That's where having the little sliders here would be a big help. Just telling you.
All right, my shout-outs.
All right, shout them out.
I did forget last week. I think I forgot to give a big shout-out to the lady who did the actual bouquets and the boutonnieres.
For the wedding. For Caroline and Ian's wedding.
and Ian's wedding. They were gorgeous. They were beautiful. The bouquets were beautiful. Bells and Whistles. She's down at the beach. She was wonderful. She did the flowers for the Couture by the Shore.
Ah, yes.
And she also helped with the whiteout party. But she did a wonderful job, and I did not intentionally leave her out. And I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, oh, my God, I didn't. I don't know why. It just popped in my head. So I truly apologize, but they were beautiful. And actually, we have Caroline and Ian and Harper lived here when Harper was first born. And we had gotten Harper like this swing thing, and it's got the bolts in the ceiling.
Eye hooks, yeah.
So one of her bouquets is Caroline's bouquet. So one of the bouquets, but the big bouquet for Caroline is now hanging off of that bolt. We're trying to dry it and make it into a beautiful dried bouquet, or I don't know what we'll do. There's lots of cool things you can do with your flowers from your bouquet. So I don't know what Caroline will decide to do, but Jen and I are on it.
Didn't your bouquet... Your wedding bouquet, I think it stayed in the freezer at the store, in the walk-in freezer. I know the cake did for like years. And I think the bouquet did too.
The bouquet was huge.
It was
I mean, it was heavy.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, I loved it. Don't get me wrong.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that was when Martha Stewart and Martha Stewart weddings had all come about, the magazine.
1995,
and she had one of the magazines had the prettiest bouquet with just simple little roses that kind of were in the heart shape. Anyway, it got really blown out of proportion. It was heavy. That was heavy.
Go big or go home.
Yeah,
go big or go home.
It was big. It was heavy too. But anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you. Again, Jen, I wanted to say thank her. I wanted to thank her for coming, being here.
Being guest on the podcast last week.
Yes. Funny story. Those who know me, I live by my calendar.
Yep.
Like it's never too far from me.
Right.
Never. And I can't do it in the phone. I have an old time calendar. It's not old time.
I've tried to get her to do the Google Calendar on her phone. She can't do it. It's got to be, and it's a specific calendar you use.
I get every year Lily Pulitzer little calendar. I get me and Jenny, my partner, one every year. It's in the car actually right now.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
There's several funny story. There are multiples of, there's an archive of calendars.
Yeah,
And you dig it out over there in that one closet, in that one cabinet.
I probably have a decade's worth of these in this
Yes.
cabinet. And then I have the calendars that I had before
But
that.
now, doesn't it have it's a specific design on the inside, the calendar itself, because it has...
Well, it comes both ways. But
Okay.
I have to have it where it's...
You've got the full month
use
on 2 pages.
But
yeah.
it is Lily.
Right.
So it does have each day. So there's lots of pages that aren't used.
Oh,
I
yeah.
only use.
Right.
But
But you only use the month.
I have Target receipts. I have an old schedule rotation.
From the pharmacy.
Here's all of our from Home Depot. There's our
Receipts.
No, that's
for,
our
for the appliances?
Yeah, that's the
Is it? Are you sure?
Yes, that's the...
I see a planter. I see a Vinca vine.
Sam, look.
I know, but I'm looking at the receipts outside. I'm giving you a hard time. Yes.
Anyway, so
yeah.
The reason we started this little thing
Here, put it back.
is I live by my calendar.
Right.
There's probably phone numbers in there. That's why I keep them because
you never know something's going.
So no, that's probably going to open up. But anyway. So I live by my calendar, y'all. I look at my calendar. I work, I do a little bit of fill-in, a little moonlighting at a secondary pharmacy. So I keep my schedule very got my rotation at Walmart, got my other one. Kids, everything.
Yeah, I used to have the Fork Union leave schedule in there. If there's an event I've got, you put it in there.
Doctor's appointment, whatever. Yeah. So Jen was coming to town. She changed her flight. She's like, hey, I can stay later. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I forgot about this.
I just knew when I left the Monday before Caroline's wedding that I didn't have to be back till for basically almost 2 weeks, the Friday, like
the 14th.
The 14th. So Jen and I had a great time. We had the wedding. Spent a couple days with my girlfriends. Went to the beach a couple days, and I was like, "Oh, the last day you don't leave till 7." Jen's lost a lot of weight, and I was like, "We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna get you new clothes."
Yeah.
And we're just going to go. I wanted to take her to Waterman's in Virginia Beach to have a crab cake before we hit the airport.
And Orange Crush.
Yeah, and an Orange Crush. I do love their Orange Crushes. So anyway, we're at TJ Maxx at Greenbrier, and I said, hey, we'll start here. We had a list of things we were looking for. Then we'll head over to TJ Maxx and Home Goods in Virginia Beach, and then we'll hit Waterman's, and then we'll go. Like, I had it all worked out to the airport. It's about 12 o'clock, and I get a text from my partner, and she's like, hey, when's your honeymoon over? And I was like, I come back tomorrow. She's like, you're supposed to come back at 10 a.m. today. And I was like, no. So I call her, and I'm like, Jenny, I don't come back till tomorrow. I know it. My schedule, I'm not coming back till tomorrow. And she's like, I guess we'll have to find a pharmacist. And I was like, that's just not, I can't do that. I mean, luckily it was Jenny. She's been my partner for years. She didn't have to leave till 4. This was at 12:15. I was checking out. Jen had gone next door to DSW. I run over to DSW. I'm like crying. I'm like, I have screwed up my schedule. I call you. I'm like, look at my calendar. You're like, it says 10 to 7.
Well, you left out the key point. You didn't know where your calendar was.
No, I did.
You did know it was in the car seat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I had found it, and I said to you.
Because at one point during wedding week, it was lost, and that was not good.
Yeah.
It was in the car. It was in the car seat that was out of my truck.
Right.
Was behind.
I had moved it to the counter by the sink.
But I'm saying originally when it was lost.
Yeah.
It was in the car seat, but it was bum when you called me to look in the calendar to find it, and it said. And I said, oh, yeah, you're supposed to be at work right now.
So I was like,
Da-na.
Jen, I've got to drop you off at the airport, or I can take you home and Sam can bring you back. And she's like, no, I've got some phone calls to make. And she was so great about it. Yeah. Dropped her off. You met me at the 7-Eleven.
Sadly, Norfolk's not the best airport to go hang out at for a flight because there's really not a lot there.
No, I know. I told her, I said, make sure you eat at that little place outside.
Oh, yeah, outside.
Beforehand,
before you go in security
because
there's nothing in security during the afternoons. Yeah.
So anyway, she was amazing. She's like, Emily, it's really not a problem. I really can make some phone calls and do some stuff. And I brought my book that I didn't even get to read while I was here. So I was like, all right. So I called you. I said, okay, because I was in shorts and flip-flops. Yep. I was like, you're going to need meet me at 7-Eleven. I need this. You're like, let me go in the closet, grab my black paint clothes. You packed my lunch. I ate it on the way because I wasn't eating that morning because we were going to Waterman's. Got to work by 2:30. And so then I worked the rest of the day. And Jenny and I love working together. And she's like, I was so disappointed because that's one of our long days together. She's like, I was going to get all the wedding scoop and everything. And so, anyway, I got to work and it was fine. But that's twice. It's only second time in 26 years, which I know some people will say they've never done it, that I messed up. The other time was they had switched me from being in Elizabeth City to, which was like a 11 or 12 o'clock to closing shift. And they had switched me to the beach to work like opening to close.
Oh.
And I had not written that in my calendar.
And that's a solo gig.
Yeah.
That's a solo gig.
And that was back in the 13-hour shift days. But So that was fun. So Jen, thank you again for coming. And I'm really sorry I just threw you out of the car at the airport.
Yeah.
Lastly, Miss Cindy Norris, who I believe learned about our podcast from Justin's.
Yeah, from the Justin Bateman, OuterBanksThisWeek.com and the Outer Banks This Week podcast.
Yep, she learned about us through there, and she has timeshares, and so she's actually at the beach this week. So welcome. I hope you're having a great beach week. It's been a beautiful week.
The weather's been perfect.
So anyway, I just happened to notice on Facebook that she's on there. So
awesome.
She I just wanted to give her a big shout out today.
All right. I'm trying to think of, you got one more?
One more calendar thing.
Oh, one more calendar thing. Okay.
Do you know who else kept all of her calendars?
Who?
I mean, decades of calendars.
Who?
Grandma Jane.
Oh, your Grandma Jane did.
She did. She kept, but hers were like the Norman Rockwell ones that you get like at the pharmacy for free every year or whatever. She has like Aunt Debbie. I keep telling Aunt Debbie, I was like, I just want one. Because it would say like M and kids come.
Yeah, but it was like a journal.
It was almost like a journal.
Yeah,
like it's just the days what she did. But
right.
I love that she kept them.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I didn't know that when I was keeping mine. Well, maybe I did, but anyway, I've always kept my calendars. I bet you could go home to my mom's house and my red. Everyone from Granville High School will remember our red. We all had the exact same calendar. It was a red one that you bought at the Times bookstore. I think it was called what was it called? The bookseller. The Times. You went downstairs. Is the corner there in Granville at the very corner. It's now an art gallery, but it was a bookstore. Then you went downstairs and they had like all kinds of school supplies and stuff. And we all got the exact same calendar. I know some of my Granville friends will remember this. Don't leave me hanging, y'all.
That's that whole small town Midwestern thing. We just went to Roses and got Trapper Keepers.
So anyway, yes, I'm a big calendar girl. Love it, love it, love it. So those are my shout outs.
It's a song. All right. Other shout outs. I don't have anything else. I mean, catch Cap Marty's podcast over at Outer Banks This Week. Tony Lombardi at walkingangler.com. Always like to give him a shout out as well. It's been a good week of fishing around here. Crazy week of fishing, too. Sharks in the Sound and tarpon off to Jeanette's Pier. And I haven't put a line in the water because we got the east wind and the grass all around the island here. You can't do anything. I thought about wading out there today, but no, had to do some prep for the podcast. So, all right, well, let's thank some of our corporate champions, including State Line Power Wash, pressure washing, soft washing, painting, concrete floor sealing. They do now more than just that. StateLinePowerWash.com, locally owned and operated by Parker and Smith Hammer. Grew up right here in Currituck with a local staff. So you know you're keeping it local with State Line Power Wash. State Line's unique soft washing technique also cleans up the pollinating on your roof, siding, and driveway. And don't forget about the gutters. State Line Power Wash to get all that debris that's collected from all those storms before the next one fills them up and brings them down. That garage floor needs a new coating, right? Well, State Line Power Wash has a polyaspartic seal, that same stuff you find in commercial kitchens. They put it on concrete for pools, patios, driveways, and more. Great finishing touch for any outdoor space. New services from State Line Power Wash, all coming on all the time. That includes permanent low-voltage landscape lighting and landscape drainage with collaborative custom designs for clients. Time's now to book your holiday lighting installations for this fall and winter, too. And you can buy or sell a home or land with Smith Hammer at Kingdom Real Estate Services. List your home with Smith and receive a free house wash, roof wash, deck cleanup, all from State Line Power Wash. And check out the Moyock Real Estate Market Facebook group, the spot to be for local Moyock real estate.
They've got almost 200 5-star reviews on Google, the highest rated in Moyock, so you know whatever you have State Line Power Wash do for you, it's going to be top notch. From Moyock to Manio, Edenton to Duck. Schedule now with State Line Power Wash at StateLinePowerWash.com or call 252-421-3775 for your free estimates.
And thanks to CMIT of the Outer Banks. When it comes to managing your business, it's important to have the right technology. That's why CMIT works to help businesses. Short for Completely Managed Information Technology, CMIT offers everything a business needs. Their services include tech support, computer and server security, cloud backup, secure Wi-Fi, business phones, and more. With CMIT's help, your technology will stay up and running. For more information, go to cmitobx.com.
All right. And I also want to mention that, you've asked for it and now it's here. You can now pay for your founder status on an annual basis at samwalkerobxnews.com. A great way to show your support for me. And in return, you get a 10% discount on the monthly fee. For just $129.50, you're supporting journalism as unique as the Outer Banks itself, reducing transaction fees, helping me create quality content faster, and guarantee your access for the next 12 months. Now, existing members, just go to the managed memberships on your Patreon and look for samwalkerobxnews.com. For new members, we'll just go to samwalkerobxnews.com and click the join button. But hurry, the 10% discount as a founder with annual status is only available for a limited time at samwalkerobxnews.com. I so want them to bring back Spectrum Magic.
I did like Spectrum.
That's the one thing I hate right now. As good as the now they've added the drone show over at Disney Springs. You've got the projection stuff on Main Street is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I mean that's pretty cool. We've seen it. We haven't seen it fully.
No, we have.
Yeah, I guess we have seen it. Yeah, we have.
We've done it twice. I think we've done it twice. Yeah.
So, I wish they'd bring back the night parades. Bring back Spectrum Magic. Bring back Mainstream Electrical Parade. There's just something Spectrum Magic, especially.
I guess I'm getting confused. I was thinking Spectrum Magic was the Magical Light Parade.
No, that's two different ones. Spectrum Magic replaced the Main Street Electrical Parade. And then because Main Street Electrical Parade actually went to California, we got Spectrum Magic in Florida. And then Main Street Electrical Parade now is in Japan.
So I've seen both of those.
Yes, you've seen both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was so cool when it came back. When Spectrum Magic went away, they brought back Main Street. Then we lost them. Anyway. Okay. All right. What we got here? Well, we still, the wedding debrief.
Yeah.
Kind of took a turn this weekend.
Well, we did very good. Everyone knows I was very worried about my emotions with Jonathan taking over the wedding.
Yeah.
And they did pretty good. Now, see, I told you I wasn't going to cry. I thought I was good. I thought I had been good.
Right.
So I really, really did good. I mean, there were moments, but we did good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I made it through. It was good. And then this past Saturday was Spencer's 25th birthday.
Yep.
And Spencer is Sam's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Your second cousin, Charlie being your first cousin, and Spencer being his oldest.
Yep.
And he was born 6 weeks before Jonathan, and Jonathan just loved Spencer.
Yeah.
They usually got in trouble when they were together.
They did.
But he loved Spencer.
Yeah.
So I hadn't really put it into my head yet that Jonathan was going to be, would have been 25
this year. Yeah.
So that was kind of a kick in the ass. Excuse my language. Kind of kicked me a little bit. I was at work and I just happened to be on my lunch break and saw it. And I was like, ooh. Wow.
Yeah, because they were here this past weekend. Went fishing.
Yeah.
When offshore Charlie came in, and Spencer and Walker, and then they went offshore. Spencer's working for Division Marine Fisheries here.
Yeah.
He's actually here, working out of the Manio office, doing data collection, and he's getting to work on the water every day, which is pretty cool. But yeah, my emotions. I was really worried how I was going to do through the whole wedding thing, and part of it being that Jonathan not being there, but part of it knowing how I was at our wedding and how I can get and how Dad gets. We all get very emotional at moments. Moments hit us, and when they hit us, it kind of goes out. It goes squirrely, and I not embarrassingly, but can go. And there were moments, and I really fought it. I'm not gonna lie. I fought it. I fought it a lot. It helped me a lot that it was the two of us that walked down Caroline down the aisle. That helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was so worried about doing or just the emotional reaction would somehow take away from the moment for her.
Right.
I really thought about that pretty much, and I haven't talked about this at all. I've pretty much been thinking about that since January. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That how is that moment, those few minutes, it helped not having to do the who gives this woman. I'm glad we didn't do that because I was so worried about how the hell am I going to make it through just saying her mother and I, or we all do. I forgot how ours went. Didn't it? We all wasn't it an acclamation of the whole at our wedding?
I don't know.
You don't remember- you
Honestly,
don't remember that part?
that's how like crazy it is that we waste all this energy and time worrying about it, and
These little
nobody
moments,
and
and
nobody remembers.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
But no, I mean, it really was going to be hard. But then, as you said, that part, the 25 thing, and now it's like, July 30th is going to be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And we've already talked about it. We talked about it when we were in Williamsburg this week. What are we going to do? Are we going to? Because you were like, I may be working that day, and we went through the schedule, and you're not. It's like a Tuesday this
I'm off,
year.
yeah.
It's a Tuesday because it was over the weekend last year. And the first couple of years afterwards, we went to Frisco and did the whole week down there. We had all the kids down there. We had all the kids, Jonathan's friends down there. We ended up cooking for everybody. And, we had a great time. It was fun. It was really, we had a lot of fun, just like Jonathan did. And then it just turned into, wow, it's a whole lot of work. It really isn't something. We do our one.
Waylon was born on the 26th.
Waylon was born on the 26th. We didn't go that year.
We did go the next year.
We did go the next year, and then it's just kind of like, well, started doing the
pools.
pools, and Ian doing the pools, and he did it that first year that he was doing pool. Well, the 2 years he was doing pools, where he was driving from Frisco back up to Corolla, and I was like, well, I could do that. And it's like, nah, it's just too much. So the camping thing kind of went to the side. It turned into things here. So, yeah. But this one coming up.
Yeah. And you yourself like freaked out when you turned 25. I think that's another reason it hit me. I remember you being like, oh my God, a quarter of the century's over, and half my life, or 3/4, 1/3 of my, like, you just went into like a depression. But, so I guess I got to thinking about you, but, no, that one really kind of took me back for a little bit. It's hard. It's hard to see Spencer.
Yeah, because there's so many similarities. There's so much there. Yeah.
And I love Spencer, so it's not. Please don't take this anyone the way that's like, oh, I can't see him, because it's just as hard.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Spencer's 25, and I mean, Jonathan will be 25, just in a different place.
25 apple uglies.
Yep.
That's
So
the one
anyway.
tradition we continue. We will continue forever. We'll make the drive down to Orange Blossom Cafe in Buxton and do 25
Yeah, we
apple
do.
uglies. We'll buy 25 this year, and they just give them to folks who want apple
Yeah.
uglies. So yeah,
Yep. So anyway,
got you right here.
you did. You
We're
did.
keeping. I'm gonna keep the Kleenex box over here.
So anyway, I made it through the wedding.
Yeah.
Pretty good. There were a few tears, but and then Spencer had a birthday, and so I just kind of, I guess maybe it just kind of.
The whole thing, everything.
Yeah.
We've come down. Everything has been packed up or put away for the most part.
Except for that one bouquet over there. I
Oh.
keep looking at it. I'm like, it's dead. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still flower things around the house.
Yeah.
There's still 2 cases of wine and Prosecco.
So
The wine got worked on this past weekend a little bit. But for the most part, just like you said, we're coming now off the adrenaline that we've been carrying for really 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This weekend, we went back to work, and then we decided to get away.
Yeah, we
So,
did. So we
got
went to
away.
Williamsburg.
We're going to Williamsburg, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, because that was a much-needed break, be honest, a much-needed break. But we'll take a break right now and thank some more of our corporate champions, including Coin Jock Catering Company. Looking to elevate that next event from ordinary to extraordinary? Well, look no further than Coin Jock Catering Company. Whether it's a corporate luncheon, a wedding reception, a family reunion, holiday party, or any special occasion, Coin Jock Catering Company will come to you with their on-site or drop-off catering, and you can hold your special event at their waterfront venue in Coin Jock. Plus, the Coin Jock Catering Company food trucks ready to serve their one-of-a-kind creations like the redneck egg roll, brisket nachos, bang bang shrimp, all from their mobile kitchen. When they pop up throughout the area and at Moore's Farm Market in Barco, of course, open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 11 to 5:30. Doing a lunch thing on Fridays, and of course, this Friday they got one other big concert there at Moore's Farm, so they'll be doing the food for that as well. And Coin Jock Catering Company still looking for help. Hours or weekends with some weekdays available, and the opportunity to work catering events with hourly pay, plus tips depending on position. Book the Coin Jock Catering Company for your next event or employment opportunities. Call Louie and David at 704-502-8070 and like their Facebook page to find out their daily specials, locations, and more. And we don't want to also forget to pass along Wendy Davis's dad, Silas Harrison Jr., passed away last weekend. Funeral was on Sunday on Father's Day. I was going to just share this because they lived in the house across from the Rutan Club in Shawboro.
Mm-hmm.
So, and loved baseball and softball. So anytime we were out there on that field, it basically, you would see Mr. Silas out there, whatever it was, but coached Wendy in softball, coached the boys in baseball, just loved the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I always remember the one thing about their farm and their barn, because I thought it was the coolest thing. They had a basketball goal. Now the Morgans had one in the basketball goal in their barn over there at their house. They had one. Theirs was retractable.
Oh.
It was actually because you could see it up in the ceiling. That was always the coolest thing to me. So anyway, we want to pass along our best to Wendy and the family there on the passing of Silas Harrison Jr. last weekend. So, yep. All right. What else we got here?
Harlow
yes, we
Photography.
want to say another thank you to one of our corporate champions here. And that's Harlow
So
Photography.
thanks to Harlow Photography. Summer is here, and it's perfect time to capture those precious family moments or celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025 with stunning senior photos. Update your family album to mark this milestone with a session that reflects your unique story. Sorry. But hurry, June is fully booked and it's only a few slots are still in July and August. Don't miss out on preserving these unforgettable memories. Book your session now before it's too late. Contact Harlow Photography today at sharlowphotography.com. Like Stephanie Harlow Photos on Facebook. She just had the canine that retired, Neil
Smith's canine in the sheriff's department was
she
retired.
just did pictures with him,
Yeah.
and they were
They're so good. Yeah, Stacy Smith's got them on. Stephanie's got them on her Facebook page, the Harlow
Yeah.
Photography Facebook page right now. But there's some great shots in there.
Yeah, she did a.
Just shows you how unique the stuff that Stephanie can do. Of course, she was the official photographer for graduation at
And
Curry
the
Tuck.
graduation pictures are great.
Right, yep. And doing those photos out on the beach. I saw, what's funny? I don't know if I would have loved to know if it was her or not. So I go in the mornings if I'm not on the beach
to shoot my morning beach report videos.
Mm-hmm.
There are several live cameras that I can pull video from. One of them is at Sailfish in Corolla. Somebody was out doing a sunrise family session.
Cool.
Now, I'm sure if it was like anything like our family,
Not so cool.
yeah, Stephanie has to probably deal with quite a few of unhappy Jonathans about getting doing family
See,
photo
now
sessions.
I'm over my grief because there we go.
He would have been the one.
He ruined more family pictures.
Oh yeah,
with his mood.
Yeah, that's right. So, well, mood from anybody in the family, in this family. So. Yeah. All right. So yes, decompression from wedding week, wedding month, wedding year, wedding 2 years. For us this past weekend, not gonna lie,
It wasn't even the weekend.
it was.
You keep saying the weekend.
Yeah, but for us, it was the.
It was Sunday night, Monday night, and we left there at 7 a.m. Tuesday.
It was our weekend.
It was 36 hours.
It was our weekend. Think about it, because I was off, you were off. It was our weekend.
Okay.
So yes, so we did one of our overnights in Williamsburg. We've done several over the last couple of years. Williamsburg has always been the family getaway day.
Mm-hmm.
There were many a Sunday that we got after church, drove to Williamsburg and walked around, did lunch from the cheese shop, hung out, and drove home. Or I made you go to Busch Gardens occasionally, rarely. And maybe a 1 or 2 water countries, or had lacrosse tournaments in Williamsburg, whether the kids were playing or then when I was officiating, and I'd be up there all weekend and you would come up. And so Williamsburg has always had a special place. Going back to my childhood and having the opportunity to go there with my family, go on a day trip or school field trips.
Mm-hmm.
We had that advantage. That was one cool thing about being here. All these great places to go. So Williamsburg has always been one of those places we love going to. We even talked about it one time.
About moving there.
About Williamsburg possibly becoming home at one time.
It's very reminiscent to me also being a college town. Like it just reminds me of growing up.
Right, because you grew up in that type of small, because that's one thing that Williamsburg has is spread out as it is now. And the Duke of Gloucester Street, Merchant Square, and the campus area, downtown, what qualifies as downtown at Williamsburg.
Which is, I think, why we decided that was out of the question because we couldn't afford to.
Well, that's true. We couldn't afford to live down there. Yeah.
I think that kicked us out of there.
Yeah. But we love Williamsburg. So it was it's like, we're going away. I think I booked it. Did I say we were doing it like on last Wednesday or Tuesday?
I think it was later. I think you booked it Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I booked it like Thursday or Friday. So we've stayed at several of the properties that are Colonial Williamsburg operated. We've stayed at the Woodlands, which is more of just your traditional, more of your typical Marriott, Courtyard by Marriott type place. We've actually stayed in Colonial houses. That was one of the things we took advantage of many deals during in post-COVID of the Colonial houses. And so if you walk around in Williamsburg and you notice the houses that say not open to the public, those actually can be, some of those are private residences. They'll say private residence on them, but others will just say not open to the public. Those actually can be, there's like hotel rooms. You can stay in them. And there's various types. We've stayed in one that was basically a converted kitchen.
Yeah, it was
almost. Yeah, it was a converted kitchen, and it had, it was just like staying in a hotel room. Had bathrooms, closets, TV, all that stuff.
At the King's Arm Inn.
One of the taverns. So we stayed at the tavern. I think it's the King's Arm. That's more the brick tavern. I can't remember which one it is, but it's on Duke of Gloucester Street. And it is more like an inn that you would think of. That's what it was. And they called taverns, but they were actually motels.
Mm-hmm.
And they were efficiencies. But, they have, again, it's just like a hotel room. very 1950-ish, fixture
Bathroom.
bathrooms were very, just dated back. I mean, it was still steam heat and things like that. So the steam radiators were still in there. We stayed there. That was not so. Well, I mean, it was nice, but it wasn't quite.
What got me was the sink. The bathroom sink was literally like one of those 1950s Motel 6.
Yeah.
It was like just the sink.
It was a sink.
And it, attached to the wall, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was tiny. The bathroom was tiny.
Yeah, it was tiny.
But
so then we're not staying at the Williamsburg Inn yet.
Maybe they'll sponsor us.
Maybe we can get maybe we can get one of those maybe we can get one of those promotionals. Influencer type situations.
I don't think they need an influencer.
Williamsburg Inn runs in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 a night. So there's the Lodge, which is a Marriott property, which again is very similar to the Woodlands. I think the Lodge is a little bit more upscale than the Woodlands in terms of the rooms.
We haven't stayed there.
We haven't stayed there, but we have found our new home in Williamsburg for overnight stays when it's affordable, which is called the Griffin. And the Griffin is built in the late 60s, early 70s. It is adjacent to the inn itself. It's behind the tennis courts. And it's kind of not something you would know. You wouldn't know it's there unless you know it's there. It's like I said, it's on the left side. So if you're looking at the Williamsburg Inn, it's on the left side. So it's on the capital end of Duke of Gloucester Street, that section of Colonial Williamsburg. So we found that, stayed there last Labor Day after we did the 10-mile Virginia Beach. We stayed there for one night. And we got this massive room for this unbelievable. I mean, it's bigger than our space here in terms of the kitchen area, the kitchen sitting area that we have here. It's huge. So I was like, all right, well, let's do it. So we're going to stay for 2 nights. So I get done with pools. You get off work from Walmart. We meet up there. I left here at 3 o'clock, got up there at 5. Thank goodness I did that. Because one of our favorite places to go is the Cheese Shop, which is on Duke of Gloucester Street, known for its handmade sandwiches they have done forever. But I thought about it on the way up. I was like, for so long now, really since COVID, they have been closed on Mondays. And sure enough, we had thought out our plan. We were going to get sandwiches on Monday. That was going to be lunch. We were going to sit by the pool at the Golden Horseshoe Clubhouse / Williamsburg Inn, the Lodge. The Williamsburg Inn Spa has 2 pools. They have a Tranquility Pool, which we love to sit by.
Yes.
Eat our sandwiches, enjoy the afternoon. Get the coleslaw, get you the chicken salad you love. So I thought it was like 5. They close at 5, 6.
They close at 6.
Close at 6 on Sunday.
At 5:30.
I texted Emily at 5:30 and I said, thank goodness I just went down here. They close Monday. I'm getting everything now. So got everything we needed for our meal for us Monday originally. And then get to the room. You get there around 8. And then we realized, you know what? Let's just eat sandwiches. That's dinner.
Thank goodness we did that, though, because their refrigerator froze everything. Is the upshot of this long story.
Anyway, that's what we were getting to. I was getting to that. So anyway, the Griffin, we get the king room. It's got a refrigerator. It's ground floor, which is great because they had like an out to a porch that you could sit on. So we got there to sit and eat our sandwiches, and just like all of a sudden, here come the mosquitoes. So we stayed on the patio for maybe 2 minutes, and when you're like, we're going inside to eat our sandwiches, because if you don't eat those sandwiches, you can refrigerate them, but Emily gets a little bit of mayo on hers, it can get soggy, and so that was wiped out. Number 1, I did get the charcuterie plate they do, which is like sausage and ham, sausage and cheese. It's really good. So I was like, all right, we got that for the pool on Monday. So anyway, Monday we go and do breakfast, because that was when I got the breakfast package and I got the ticket package, so we could go and say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get up in the morning. We're going to go run. We did a 5K. We did 3 miles. Go eat breakfast, walk around the sites. We don't normally do that because we just go and walk around, but we don't go in anything. We don't buy the tickets and things like that. So I got the ticket package that came with it. And then while we're doing breakfast. Was it during breakfast?
I have no
Some
idea where
point.
you're going.
That we ended up at Goodwill.
After breakfast.
Well, we went after breakfast. When did we decide to go Goodwill?
Oh, I just mentioned on the way over. I was like, I kind of would like to go to Goodwill. We decided before because that's why we drove the car.
Right, because we drove over to breakfast instead of walking.
Yeah.
And we ended up at the Goodwill looking for quilts. Now, why were we looking for quilts? Explain that.
Well, I found a TikTok
You and that TikTok.
of a lady who has an Etsy shop.
Uh-huh.
Just goes deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Who she takes jeans and she cuts them like on the side of the leg. She kind of cuts a triangle and she puts old quilts in there.
Uh-huh.
They're really cool, but she charges $300 a pair after you give her the jeans. So I texted Annette or sent her the video and I was like, can't we do this? She's like, yeah, we can do that. That's not hard at all.
My friend Annette Samborski,
Yeah.
who's a very good seamstress.
Yes. So, needless to say, I have been now on the hunt for old
quilts.
quilts. So if anyone has any old quilts they want to send my way, please let me, because we went to Goodwill. We spent $64 and they didn't have a single bedspread or quilts.
No, they didn't have any linens.
But I did end up getting on Macari and I ordered, you don't even know this, I ordered, it wouldn't be for the jeans, but I found a old Chanel bedspread. Jenny, my partner, and I both have a little crush on those. So I found a real pretty one that would either make a good bedspread or it'll make good pillows. So
Okay.
anyway.
So we ended up at Goodwill. We did not even go into the historic building.
No,
We ended up-
after we left Goodwill, we were like, let's just go to the pool.
Let's just go to the pool. It's 80-some degrees. So we went and sat by the pool. So they have the Tranquility Pool. It's right next to the Golden Horseshoe Golf Course, the driving range. You can hear them teeing off. And just sat there. And that's one thing we love going there. Every time we stay at Colonial Williamsburg, we go and we time it out so we can go sit at the pool and just get a couple hours there. We were there all afternoon.
We were. It was very nice.
It was.
We actually did a little bit of planning, did a little bit of talking about the house,
talking
writing
about
out
house
some
stuff, talking about work stuff for me. Got some stories written.
Yeah.
Got in the pool. Got a little red.
Yeah, we were under the
umbrella.
but still got red.
Got the reflection off the pool. But and then we went to Barrett's, and one Barrett's seafood restaurant
I love me some berries.
in Williamsburg. Got a reservation the night before. Did I get it the night before? Yeah. Booked it the night before. Thank goodness we did, because they were booked solid on Monday night.
I know, because you had said, I said, don't we need to get, you're like, no, it'll be a Monday. I was like, I don't know. I think we should get a reservation.
Good thing
Thank
we
goodness
did.
we did. We
Yeah.
listened to Emily.
So went to Barrett's, the saltine shrimp. They have
That's
the
what I love.
saltine crackers. They take saltine crackers, bread the shrimp, flash fry them. Yeah, she loves those.
They're better than Steinhebler's, I think.
Yeah.
I do. I think
Yeah,
they're
they are.
better.
Yep.
So
I got
anyway.
what they call their blue plate, which is a crab cake, sauteed crab cake, grilled shrimp, and you get 2 of their oysters Rockefeller.
Yep.
Got that. Got the she crab soup. That was great.
They have the focaccia bread before.
Focaccia bread. Yep. You got a salad too. So with their green goddess dressing, which you love.
I love their green goddess.
So we did Barrett's, and that was it.
We also spent $50 at the candy store.
Yeah, so with Candy Shop, between with Candy Shop and the cheese shop, I think I blew quite a bit. Well, it was dinner and lunch. That was the design.
We made it.
We made it now, but yeah, I go into
we
with
made it last.
Candy Shop and overlaid. There's still stuff here. Fruit slices, coconut.
What's y'all's favorite candy? Sam and I are always talking about food.
We always talk about food.
For Amy and says, I crack up at y'all because y'all talk about your shots and you talk about your weight loss, and then you're talking about sweet tarts or Pop-Tarts or
food. I know.
We do talk about food a lot for people who don't.
Yeah, but instead of eating the whole box of Pop-Tarts like I used to, I'll eat one.
I know. I'm just.
I mean,
it is funny.
It is funny how it's still food centric. It's hard not to be food centric at times, even with our journey here. Yeah. But yeah, the coconut clusters, milk chocolate coconut cashew clusters, fruit slices. We tried the sweet tart hearts that they had because we're trying to find a replacement for the chicks and bunnies since they're gone.
Sorry.
We're eating regular sweet tarts now.
Was it Kathy who said
Kathy,
that?
yes, thank you, Kathy,
Thank you.
for the shipment. I'm not paying $20 a bag now on Amazon. We just have to wait till Christmas when the Christmas version comes out and stock up. Just take the whole case. Don't even let them unpack it when they roll the cart out to the candy aisle. Just give me the whole case. They don't even get out. Nobody else gets any in Elizabeth City. They're all coming to our house. They're all coming to our house.
So yeah, we do talk about food a lot, and it's
So,
not ever healthy
yeah.
food.
So Williamsburg, to wrap up, got up Tuesday morning, went to Manhattan Bagel. I know, chain place, but there are several breakfast places we do like. I do like another Broken Egg Cafe, which is right there at the corner of Richmond Road. And what's the one? Well, if you were to going, the one you take Richmond Road, Richmond Road and Bypass Road. If you know where that is in Williamsburg, it's right across from there. I like that place. Have hit that several times for lacrosse tournaments up there.
Yeah, my bagel was disappointing.
Was it?
Well, see, I had watched a TikTok. I'm also on my FYP page is filled with private chefs in the Hamptons in Nantucket. And the girl had and they're all young. They're all young. And I'm like, how on earth are y'all doing this? But you have to order a week in advance to get these special bagels. And so she had gone and gotten her bagels and was waiting for her text in the parking lot that it was ready.
Uh-huh.
And she had an everything bagel. And when she cracked that bagel,
that sound it makes, yeah.
It sounded so good. I want a good bagel, or the ones we got in Montreal. Those were amazing.
Outer Banks bagels.
Yeah, Outer Bank. Yep. Oh, there was a TikTok that had Barrier Island bagels.
Barrier Island bagels. Thank you. Barrier Island bagels.
Yeah,
Yes, they're
I
Kitty
saw
Hawk.
that on there. Yeah.
Those
So anyway,
are solid.
maybe I need to get one of those. I forgot about that. But anyway.
You want me grabbing them Friday?
Yeah, I might have to grab a couple. Yeah.
Okay.
But so anyway, I was
morning.
just I was not what I was wanting.
I haven't had Tulio's bagels. They have bagels. I will have to get Tulio's bagels now. I was feeling. All right, to wrap up Williamsburg, we did that. We left Williamsburg at 7.
We were on the road by 7.
We were on 64 by 7. You went to work. I went to work. I was in Duck by 10:30. Well, 10 o'clock. I was in Duck by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and I was at Tar Heel that day, so I was there at 9
was in Duck by 10.
or at 8:50, 8:46, I think, is when I pulled in the parking lot.
So, anyway, so the quick getaway. But if you do have some suggestions about places in Williamsburg we haven't thought, because we always feel like we've hit every place in Williamsburg that we like. We like Blue Talon for breakfast, not so much for dinner. We love, this is the whole French cuisine thing for us. We love La Yaca.
Mm-hmm.
La Tolteca, which is a Mexican place out by the outlets. Like that place. Remember we went there several times after lacrosse tournaments because it's very convenient to War Hill. There's another breakfast place up in Norge that we like, or Toronto or Norge. I think it's Norge. It's in Norge. Because we camp out there. There's 2 campgrounds we stayed at.
But when we took the kids to that place for breakfast, it was like $150.
It was. It's good though. It's good. Where else do we like when we're in?
What's
Williamsburg?
that gas station place you like to get the oyster stuff at? You and James love that place.
Oh yeah, the oyster. There's an oyster place over on Merrimack Trail, that we love.
The pig place.
La Cochon on 2nd Street Bistro.
Yeah.
That's another place that's solid. Can't say enough about the barbecue place up there. We have a whole stack of cups from there. I can't even think of what's the name of the place. Williamsburg Barbecue.
I'm just not a.
She's not a barbecue
person.
And this, okay, so Williamsburg Barbecue. I'm just going to put it in there because it'll tell me. My brain. Pierce's. Can't believe I forgot that. Pierce's Barbecue, which is out. It runs right there along the interstate. You got to take the service road, Rochambeau Drive. So if you get off at the exit to go to Fort Eustis, or not Fort Eustis, to the CIA, but if you get off the exit to go to the CIA training ground, Camp Perry, you get off there and you take the road runs right beside 64. Pierce's Barbecue, but it's just before you get to Great Wolf Lodge. It's Virginia-style barbecue. Virginia-style barbecue is more of your take a squirt bottle of Heinz of Kraft barbecue and put it on there. That's their style. It hits right. It hits right. The crinkle fries are awesome. So that's another of our favorites. So I know there's a lot of you listening here like screaming at their device right now. You need to go here, you need to go there, you need to go everywhere. So if you got some suggestions about Williamsburg places we should go,
let us know.
Well, let us know. All right. Time to thank some more corporate champions. And that, before we thank a corporate champion, we got an event to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Have you looked at our Amazon cart yet? I got it filled.
Yeah, it's filled.
Filled with caftan. Got it filled with a wig, a Mrs. Roper wig, even Mrs. Roper jewelry.
So
Mrs.
what are
Roper sunglasses.
Why are we talking about Mrs. Roper?
Because we're having the Roper Romp. Come and knock on our door at the first Roper Romp through downtown Elizabeth City on Saturday, August 10th from 2 to 5, benefiting the Kelsey's Hope Foundation. Enjoy the downtown breweries and local establishments as we dress up as Mrs. Roper or any character from Three's Company. Romp around Elizabeth City and enjoy your favorite beverages. No ticket needed. Find the QR codes that will be posted at all the downtown sites to make your donation to Kelsey's Hope, providing hope to families that have children suffering from cancer by offering support for trips and gifts that might otherwise be unattainable, dedicated to raising awareness and funds to support childhood cancer research, and support the education of healthcare providers with an annual nursing scholarship. For more details, search Kelsey's Hope Roper Romp event page on Facebook.
All right. So
And I talked to Stacy Anderson.
yeah.
She is the manager at Juniper,
Yes.
which is like a speakeasy type bar
Yeah.
in Elizabeth City.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to do figure out what Mrs. Roper's favorite drink was. I guess Mrs. Roper really liked gin.
Oh gosh.
So she's going to have kind
It's
of
like to drink Christmas trees.
she's going to have like a specialty drink that day. So
cool.
we got Seven Sounds, you've got Ghost Harbor, you've got Juniper and Pine and Porch. I think that we haven't heard 100% about Pine and Porch, but
they're going to have the QR codes for the donations. That's how it works.
yes.
But it's not going to be just those four places we run around.
The romp is just from breweries to breweries and that.
Right,
But
yeah.
we are going to have QR codes out. Hopefully, Amy and I are going to go hit some businesses up and try to put them out that day, just
Okay.
in all of them.
Right.
But yeah, so the Roper Romp. But what we would really love is to have lots of people in Elizabeth City just walking around in caftans and polyester pants and shorts
Right.
and shirts and just having a good time. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
So
All right.
yes.
Still got to figure out if I'm going to do which of the shorts I'm going to do the Jack Roper. So, or not Jack Roper. What was Jack's last name?
Ripper.
Jack Ripper.
When
The
was
Roper-
Jack Ripper, wasn't it?
I think you're right. Ripper and Roper. All right, we got to look it up in the break. Hang on. War.
Am I getting confused?
No, it's not, but we'll figure it out in a moment. Ready to dive into something new? Caribbean Pools and Spas, the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, is now hiring service professionals for the 2024 season and beyond. Caribbean Pools and Spas is looking for dedicated individuals who enjoy being outdoors and want to create unforgettable experiences for our customers. With outstanding pay, instant incentives, flexible weekly schedules, hands-on training, and full support from the great Caribbean Pools and Spas management team that'll back you up. Routes are available right now from Corolla to South Nags Head and everywhere in between. Call today, 252-480-2900. That's 252-480-2900. Or drop an email to alex@caribbeanobx.com. That's alex@caribbeanobx.com. Whether you're an experienced pro or just starting out, Caribbean is the best pool and spa service company to work for on the Outer Banks. I should know. I work for them too and love it. Join our team and make a splash with the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, Caribbean Pools and Spas.
And thanks to Miles Carpet Cleaning, start the summer off right with clean carpets, rugs, and upholstery. Call Miles Carpet Cleaning and get it all looking and smelling fresh like a summer morning. Serving Currituck and the Outer Banks, the Miles Carpet Cleaning family has been cleaning things up on both sides of the water for the last 8 years. Their $99 special can't be beat. Get 3 rooms and a hallway cleaned to perfection, including an orange scent carpet deodorizer and Scotchgard for just $99 from Miles Carpet Cleaning. Call now, 252-207-6707. Find more great offers by following Miles Carpet Cleaning on Facebook. Robert Miles and his family will take care of you like you're one of the family. Forget the rest. Call the best. Miles Carpet Cleaning, 252-207-6707. That's 252-207-6707.
All right, it is Jack Tripper was John Ritter's character
Yes.
on Three's Company. So clear that up. Not Jack the Ripper, Jack Tripper. You realize he passed away in 2003.
Gosh.
I mean,
yes,
good
that's
gosh,
crazy.
yeah. All right. So on that note, let's go running.
Which we've done a couple times.
Well,
this
we
week.
did, yes. In fact, funny story. Today did a little 5K together. That was after I was getting up and all geared up to drive over to Corolla to do the Lighthouse 5K. And realized today was not the day to go over there because it was Under the Oaks Arts Festival going on at the Whalehead Club yesterday and today. So they didn't have the 5K, the Lighthouse 5K today. But it'll be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and they'll do it every Wednesday through September 11th at the Whalehead Club in Corolla. This, of course, put on by the OBX Running Company. They have the 5K and 1-milers they do there. They also had the beach runs on Thursday, July 11th and August 8th at Jeanette's Pier, June 27th, so next Thursday, and July 25th and August 22nd, 8 a.m. at the Epstein Beach Access.
The Village of Nags Head, Thursday, July 18th, August 15th, 8 a.m. behind the Outer Banks Mall. Kennekeet Shores in Avon, Friday, June 21st through August 9th, 8 a.m. Sun Realty in Avon. The Outer Banks Brewing Station Independence 1-mile beer run on Sunday, June 30th, limited to 125 participants.
And also, you got the July 4th Killable Hills Town Hall Freedom 5K and 1 mile starts at 7:30, and the Little Sparkler quarter-mile fun run at 8:10. It's all put on by the OBX Running Company.com. Tomorrow, show's dropping on Thursday, so tomorrow is the summer solstice, and the Rundown 5K is at Aviation Park in Killable Hills. Starts at 7, but it's a little different. They put an hour on the clock, and the goal is to finish at 8 o'clock, but no personal timing devices, watches, or phones are allowed. So you start when you think you can make it back by 8 p.m. 5K, we did a 15-minute pace today, and that was with the last 3/4 of a mile of walk.
Yeah, we were doing a 14. We're
doing a
like
14?
we were doing 14. I mean, I was being slow.
So we
did
could've-
we could have done it like
7:15. So we would have to do
Yeah.
leave it depart at 7:15. So the goal is to be crossing the finish line exactly at 8 o'clock. So if you're doing a 15-minute pace, that's not bad. I mean, and that was a 30-45.
I mean, I think you could go
interval.
if you went to do this. I think you could probably do
A 13?
I think you could probably do a 12 and a half.
Okay, so that would be 36 minutes. So that would be
37,
leave at
yeah.
7:24.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you working? You're
Yes.
working. next
Everybody knows this. I've said this the whole time. I have to work at Tar Heel. I don't get off till 6.
Yeah.
6:15.
Friday. There's no way you could do it.
No, but you
It'll be fun.
go.
All right. All right. Well,
And
we're
you
gonna
do
try. Okay, and that's put on by the Outer Banks Running Club. And you got the Barrier Island Group stuff.
Yes, Barrier Island Group for the 4th, Wednesday, July 3rd at 7 a.m., 4-mile run through Kennekeet Shores and Avon, Hatteras Island Meals, OBX Buddies, and Chickamauga Life Saving Station.
That's who it benefits.
And
the details at
Barrier Island Group. Yes.
.com.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
all
me last week. Now I'm like, I know I said it all
You
right
said it right.
before.
Yes, good job. Found out why they're doing it on the 3rd instead of the 4th. It was so because of what they need as far as EMS and Sheriff's Department and stuff, and coordinated with that was just to give them a break because they got enough to do in Avon on July 4th with the fireworks and all that stuff. And finally, the Outer Banks Sporting Events has their 16th Killer Dunes 2-mile run on Jockey's Ridge on July 4th. We doing that?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm not doing that.
All right. Friends of Jockey'sRidge.org for the details. All right. What we got for you at SamWalkerOBXNews.com? Well, Lost Colony. Every night except Sunday, 8:30 p.m. showtime through August 24th, plus special nights during the week. They have their Native American pre-show that goes on. They have some other summer-adjacent programming going on at Waterside Theater at Fort Raleigh National Historic Site on Roanoke Island. TheLostColony.org.
2024 Mariners Wharf Film Festival in downtown Elizabeth City each Tuesday in June and July.
The weekly Avon Farmers Market is back every Tuesday through September 10th.
The town of Kill Devil Hills First Flight Farmers Markets at Aviation Park every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. through August 13th.
The Crawl Wild Horse Fun. Now, Wednesdays during the summer, they have the Mustang mornings at the farm. They've not had them the last 2 Wednesdays. Sadly, they had Junior, which was one of the resident horses there, he's one of the ones that almost choked to death on an apple that somebody had given him out on the beach. So he's had several cases of colic. Unfortunately, they had to have him euthanized last week, and they had another horse just this week that was having some issues. So they haven't done it the last 2 Wednesdays. But it's a really great program they do out there. It's at the Betsy Dowdy Equine Center every Wednesday at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. In Grandy, 102 Young Rider Lane. If you just go to CorralaWildHorseFund.org, they've got the details. Got news, they got another foal that was born last week. Just came down before we went on the show tonight.
The Tri-Villages Market is back at Camp Hatteras Campground in Waves on Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 25th.
Corolla Cork and Craft, that's every Wednesday evenings at the Whalehead Club through September the 11th.
Acoustic Sunset, wind down with live music and food trucks every Thursday through September 26th at Sanctuary Vineyards. Proceeds benefit a variety of nonprofit organizations.
The Dowdy Park Farmers Market in Nags Head, that's every Thursday through August the 29th.
The North Carolina Beach Buggy Association will hold its second annual Adopt a Highway Cleanup event of 2024 on Saturday, June 22nd along NC 12 from the end of Old Oregon Inlet Road to the south landing of the Bass Knight Bridge.
Hatteras Island Cancer Foundation is sponsoring the 2024 Paddle Palooza in honor of Andy McKinney on Sunday, this Sunday the 23rd. Everybody's welcome to join the fun of a lightly competitive 5K paddleboard out on the Pamlico Sound.
Wow. The Dare County Library 2024 Summer Reading Program. Adventure begins at your library. Registration begins Monday, June 24th at the Kill Devil Hills Library and the Manio Library, and on Tuesday, June 25th, 2024 at the Hatteras Library.
All right, celebrate Tater Day at Island Farm in Manio. That's Wednesday, the 26th of June from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Be a part of all aspects of the harvest and cooking of a quintessential staple crop, the Irish potato. I was telling you about that, seeing Harper and Caroline harvesting their potatoes they grew in their little garden there in Kitty Hawk. Go down and you harvest the potatoes, they'll cut them up and cook them up. So pretty cool little thing they do there at Island Farm on Roanoke Island.
In celebration of Wawa Hoagie Day on Thursday, June 27th, the chain's first location in the state will be donating 50 hoagies to local veterans, distributed on a first-come, first-served basis by the Dare County Veterans Advisory Council at the Baum Center in Kill Devil Hills.
Got that story up for the details because there's some timing and things like that for how that's going to work. So hit it up at samwalkerobxnews.com. Get ready to dance the night away at the Arts the Albemarle's new monthly series called Fourth Friday Social Dance. Join Chuck Wills every fourth Friday for a night of social dancing brought to you in conjunction with the Arts the Albemarle at the Madron Studio. I got to rewrite that. So this is something I just found out about today. They're doing this every fourth Friday, which is coming up next Friday.
Chuck is who we did the class with.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
College of the Albemarle Performing Arts Center will host yesterday a tribute to the Beatles on July 13th, 2024 at 7:30 p.m.
Yep, and the tickets are on sale for that now. And congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Got another 2-year appointment on the College of the Albemarle Board of Trustees. Now the Currituck County Commissioners approving that Monday night.
Yes, and thank you to Selena Jarvis and Mike Payment and all of the commissioners who no one said no to me or said they didn't. Sam said it was quite a quick thing. But
they were ready to get out of there, honestly.
But all joking aside, it does mean a lot that our community, in the world today, there's a lot of division.
Yes.
And politics can really mess up things for people. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I don't think there's any politics in it at all, I think I have really enjoyed being on the board. I think I'm not tooting my horn, but I think there are things that I have an impact or whatever. Not a huge impact, don't get me wrong, but I like being on that board. And I like being able to represent our community. I'm proud to be a member of Currituck County and our community and what we can do for and it's not just the youth. I could talk about COA forever, but the fact that the board of commissioners appointed me to be their representative for 2 years really does mean something, and I do appreciate it. Right. And I promise to do a good job, y'all.
Yeah. it's been enlightening. It's
It
been
has.
enlightening.
I've
And you made
learned
some
so
new,
much.
new friends, and different aspects of the community as a whole, not just Currituck, but northeastern North Carolina, and you've learned a lot
Yeah.
just in the short time you've been on there after Governor Cooper appointed you 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, two
Three.
years. I think this will be my.
What was it?
I've spent 3 years.
3 years.
3
yeah.
years because I've had. This will be my. I'm
Right.
gonna go in September for
Yeah.
my third
Ethics.
thing. So
Yeah,
So
right.
this. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
And you're also going to be involved with the foundation as well.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
going to be on the foundation board. My first meeting's in July for that,
Yep.
so I'm excited for that. And if anyone has any questions, reach out to me. I can always try to answer. I may not know the answers, but I'll get them to you. I
Right.
just think COA offers a lot to our communities that people don't realize.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and it's not just getting high schoolers to go
Right.
to community college. There's a lot of programs for a lot of different
Right.
people. So anyway, I'm
Yeah.
really excited. I appreciate it, and can't thank the commissioners enough for trusting me to go and represent us.
And COA, the accreditation just got completed.
Yes.
Got the press release about that this evening.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right, and finally, of course, we're heading into Independence Day. Get all the fireworks, all the celebrations going on across northeastern North Carolina, the Outer Banks. It's called Boom Goes the Banks. Drops on Friday at 5 at samwalkerobxnews.com. So your one-stop shop to find out where you want to do your celebration of Independence Day. We'll have it for you. All you gotta do is one click, so you can share it with everybody. They're like, everybody says, "Where's the fireworks? Where's the fireworks?" There you go. I'll make it easy for you. So, all right. That's going to do it. Thanks to our corporate champions. And we do love our corporate champions. And if you'd like to be a corporate champion of the Sam and M podcast, samwalkerobxnews.com, hit us up. You can do that on all our different social media or emails, or call us, or grab us as we're going down the road and say, hey, we want to be a part. We'd love to have you on board. Thanks to StatelinePowerWash.com, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Caribbean Pools and Spas, CoinJock Catering Company, and CMIT Solutions of the Outer Banks. Make sure you like, make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe or subscribe for our English-speaking friends. Hit the bell, share, and share alike. Find us on your favorite podcast app. Find us on the YouTube. Find us on the Book of Faces. Give us those 5 stars. Interact with us. Give us stuff to talk about.
Yes.
It's not always easy to try to come up with something to do, to talk about. We end up filling an hour and 12 minutes tonight. We didn't think we were going to get 30 out of it, but, sometimes it does get harder to do this. So we would love to hear from you and love to interact with you. So hit us up at samwalkerobxnews@gmail.com or DM us, direct message us on our social media accounts. That's a really effective way to get our attention. Because if you do that, that means you really either want an answer right then or right now. That's usually how I do it anyway. Try to get to them as soon as I can. So, all right, episode 25.
We did it.
We did it. Next week, it's a half a year of episodes. Wow. Holy cow. Coming up on the 6-month anniversary. SamWalkerOBXNews.com. We will see you next time on the Sam
and M
podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.